The film starts long time ago, where some people had come in the search for discovering oil. Their machine is trapped while drilling in the sea. Then a man goes there for checking. Suddenly, he feels a great jerk. As a result, the tiny sea creatures appear, and they are attempting to apprehend that man. Then a jerk is again received. At this time, many creatures attack that man appearing there. As a result, that man meets his end there, and this facility is blocked after this accident. After this, the scene of 2011 is again shown, where this facility is named Sector 7, and the people are again drilling in the sea to discover the oil. But the drill pipe loses its balance, so they are repairing it. There is worker, June, who goes to control the pressure of that drill. But they are not finding oil there in spite of the struggles. After this, Captain is punishing the two workers, because they were not performing their task properly. Suddenly, that drill pipe begins to release the water, and a sea creature also comes from there. Now they had no knowledge which creature is this, so they take it with them, and places it in the water. Meanwhile, a female doctor, who was the genetic researcher in reality, is seen there. And she is conducting a research on that creature. Then the rest of the members of team ask her, what are these creatures in actuality? Then doctor tells, these are actually chemosynthetic environment creatures, and their life is possible in the absence of sunlight. It means that they cannot survive in the light of the sun. Either they will burn or die. Now that doctor is explaining this fact to those people, then a team worker named Ji-ho is observing them, taking them out of the water. At the same time, that tiny creature attacks that worker. Due to this, his lips are swollen. Now the captain arrives there after this accident, and he carries all the workers in the control room. Captain reveals to them, there is no sign of oil here. So we have received an order to stop this operation. But male doctor does not agree with it, so he directly forbids to stop the operation. Now the head of this operation named Jung comes there, because the whole facility was ordered to seal. Now all team workers meet with that head, Jung. When male doctor meets Jung, then he requests to continue this operation. Jung agrees after explaining them in detail. After this, Jung goes to the captain, and he also asks to continue this operation for more months. After this, they all go for their work. They are engaged in their work. It means that they begin to discover the oil. Afterwards, the time continues to pass and the time is shown after 3 months. They all are performing their assigned tasks. At the same time, drill pipe creates the problem. A worker and June move to the water to repair it. Going into depth, June is working, and another worker was keeping an eye on her. At the same time, that worker's rope is untied. Consequently, he goes in the depth. Noticing it, June tries to help him. As a result, he delves deeper. When June notices this, he tries to assist him. Now all team workers also know about this incident, so they drag June with the support of the rope. All are so worried because of this accident. After this, that female doctor asks June, had you viewed anything else in the depth of the sea? In fact, she was asking about the attack of any creature. But nothing was in the memory of June. After this, when that female doctor is standing outside, then the same worker, Ji-ho, comes to her, who had been bitten by that tiny creature. He begins to misbehave with that female doctor, coming there. As a result, she is very angered. After this, when June is in her room after being worried, suddenly, that female doctor falls down there, appearing there. Seeing it, June is so scared. As a result, she also calls the other members of the staff. It was the second death and all get worried, and they put all blame on that worker, Ji-ho, because he was the same who was teasing that female doctor a few time ago. But senior doctor says, it might be suicide, but they get something different when they begin to perform the postmortem. It means someone had dropped that female doctor down. Then that senior doctor thinks, she will have seduced by any of the staff members. So he begins to take DNA report of everyone. Now all were suspecting on Ji-ho, so they go with the thought to tie him in the basement. Doctors were knowing through DNA report that it has been committed by any staff member. But much time has passed and the doctors do not come out of their laboratory. When Captain goes to the laboratory and he comes to know that someone has also killed the doctor. Knowing it, they all begin to be upset. They think that it will have been committed by Ji-ho. So all move to the basement. On the other side, Ji_ho is seen bound, who hears very scary sound of any creature. Due to this, he begins to shout, and he unties him, and he begins to escape. After a while, some of the people come there, and that worker, Ji-ho, was lying senseless at a side. At the same time, they catch him and they were nearly to kill him. Then he tells them about that horrible creature, which he had witnessed a while ago. He asks all to run away, and he also runs away from there. They all people are running after him. Then, June witnesses that horrible creature there. And that creature had also hunted many his team workers. June tells them about that creature coming to her team workers. Then that head, Jung, thinks to kill that creature. June also begins to go down, taking gun with her. Afterwards, they also find their 2 workers in the corridor. At the first sight, that creature comes after them. Seeing it, both workers are confused. And that creature also attacks both of the workers. And it was going to kill them one by one. Then, Jung fires his gun on that creature. As a result, both workers remain safe. And that creature begins to scream. Witnessing it, Jung throws his lighter on that creature. Due to this, that creature begins to burn all of a sudden. Because its body was stuffed with petroleum. And it is the cause that he continues to burn in flames. But that creature bears the heat after a few time. After a time, he extinguishes the fire set on its body. It begins to pursue them after doing so. Then they try to move downstairs through the elevator. Because there was another facility at the below portion, where they could keep themselves safe from that monster. They begin to treat their worker, coming there. Now, Jung tried to burn that creature while throwing the lighter. It means that he had little knowledge about that creature. So everyone begins to doubt him and Captain begins to ask them infer. What is actually going on here? Which is that creature? There had not been found such a creature according to the report. Then, Jung brings out a tiny creature from the tank. And it begins to burn for a long time after appearing from the water. Now, Jung reveals the whole story here. He tells that I was working here with my companion before 20 years. And they have discovered a very amazing thing at this place. And those things were these tiny creatures. Because these creatures can burn for 30 hours easily. As a result, they produce much energy. Because their body had been stuffed with petroleum. If these creatures were brought to Earth by them, then they could get billions in place of one creature. Because those creatures used to produce much energy. But my team did not like this because they all were creatures. And no one had knowledge how will they react in the external environment. But I did not agree with this and I started to conduct my experiment secretly. One day, mishap occurred in the laboratory. And those creatures hunted my entire team. This is the cause that Sector 7 was locked before 20 years. But I made this facility reopen again in last year. And I took the help of that female doctor. And I began to foster those tiny creatures. So they may produce much energy. But an accident occurred on a day, one of the creatures began to grow up, so that tank was damaged. And that creature began to kill the people while attacking, coming from there. This was the cause that worker met his end who had gone in the depth of the sea along with June. Now that female doctor was going to reveal these facts to all of you, so it was me who killed her after pushing her down from top floor. Hearing all facts, June gets aggressive. That creature appears there as she is going to kill him. Witnessing this, all people begin to escape from there. Jung exerts to catch that creature. And, June and her companion move to the engine room to turn on the generator. Now Captain and those workers are moving away, sitting in the submarine. So they may escape from here. June and her companion move to the engine room. And they turn on the generator. Consequently, the light is switched on everywhere. On the other side, Captain and those 2 workers are leaving that place. At the same time, that creature attacks them from the below side. And it tries to move upward. But they clutch the platform firmly. So that creature may not move upward. But they were nothing before the strength of that creature. So that creature is able to move upward. Due to this, those people begin to run from that place. At the same time, there one of the companions is stumbled there. And that creature is going to kill him, then another worker rescues him. After this, they begin to run to the submarine. But Captain closes the door of submarine, witnessing them, so that creature catches them and mutilates them one by one. On the other side, June and her companion are also moving to that submarine. But Captain is leaving, taking the submarine. He is not permitting anyone to enter it. But that creature damages the glass of submarine, approaching there. So submarine begins to fill with water and Captain has died because of drowning. After this, Jung decides to face that creature. He comes to an open area and that creature was also in front of him. Then, Jung begins to burn him with the fire gun. But it is extinguished after burning for a little time. Then, Jung inserts a iron rod into its mouth after taking it. So its body begins to release the petroleum. Jung starts to set it on flame, taking the lighter from his pocket. And he has also become the victim in this struggle. And he is burnt to death. And that creature also continues to burn in flames for a while. It was appearing with the first look as that creature will become the victim. Meantime, June and her companion also approaches there. They are still witnessing it. At the same time, that creature is going to attack June. But her companion rescues her. Then that creature grabs the partner of June. and it jumps into the water, taking him. When June looks down, then it is known that June's companion and that creature are hanging with the support of a rope at the below side. Now, June begins to pull her companion upward with the help of a cable, and that creature also begins to come after him. But that creature had burnt. June's companion asks her to run away, because that creature can come upside when it is dropped down. Then, June begins to run away from there. When that creature is going to fall down from there, then it also pulls June's companion into the water. And it also kills him. After this, when June is in the control room, after a time, that creature also approaches there. After this, June comes outside. After it, when she witnesses that creature, she goes to the side of the drill machine. As that creature comes there to attack her, then June begins to attack it, using that drill machine. But that creature begins to attack him again. After a trouble, that creature has died. At the first sight, the entire facility starts destroying. But June saves her life after jumping into the water. After this, rescue team protects June, approaching there. And the movie completes on this scene. Thanks for watching.